Very good morning, students, and welcome back in the online teaching of maths. See, students, we were there in the chapter number 13, Fields and Fancies, on the page number 158. And yes, yesterday I have given you some homework, right? It's an activity type that I have given. See, what was there in that? A garden 1 and a garden 2. What you have to do in that? You have to cut the cardboard of the garden 1 size and then you have to place it on the garden 2 to measure whether it's equal or not. I hope that all of you have done the homework, right? So let's start from the page number 158 and see, here again it's an activity type. See, in this activity you can do this activity at home. Let me explain you, and for the you should know by yourself by doing this activity at your home. Okay, so let's start the activity. 1. Look at the table in your classroom. Guess how many maths magic book you can place on it. Remember, the book should not overlap. Do not leave gaps between the book. See what they are telling, that like this you the table, in the table you have to place your maths magic book, right? How much you can place a book over there means how much number of the books you can place over there, and it should not be overlap, or it should not be leave any gap. Okay, then you will come to know the exact measurement of the table, right? See, they are telling to do the such type of activity. Then after, how many numbers of the book you will be placed over there, that you have to write, whether it's a 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that you have to count. Number 2, see what they are telling, write your guesses. We have to write, okay, whether it's a 3 book, whether it's a 4 book. Now check if your guesses was right. How many books could you place? See here, how many books is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 8 books. Okay, so like this you have to place a book on the table, and then after you have to write the number. Number 2, here we are. What is the difference between your guesses and the actual number of the books? See, sometimes we have taken the books and we are just thinking that it will cover only 6. Means 6 books will be required to cover the table. But sometimes our guesses was wrong. It can cover up to 8 books. So they are asking about that one, that how many books you have guesses and actually how many books was needed to cover the table. Okay, so our guesses and the actual number of the books both can be different. So you have to do this activity and you have to see whether it's a right or not. Number 2, now look for another table. See what they are telling, that first of all we have placed a book and then after on a one table, then after take the same books and place it into the another table. So you will come to know whether the second table is smaller than the first one or bigger than the first one. Okay, let's start the A1. Is that table bigger than the last table? See, these all books I'll take it with me and I'll place it on the another table. While placing these books on the another table, you will come to know whether it's a big or small. Okay, now number 2, make a guesses how many maths magic books can be kept on this table. See, it's just a guessing that how many maths magic notebook you can place on a table. It could be a, see here it's a 8. Whether you are having a small table, then it could be a 6. Okay, then the next one is check if your guess was correct. See, if I am guessing that I can cover a table with the 6 book, then when I'll do this activity and yes, I was right that I have covered the table with the 6 book, that means my guesses is right. And if it's needed a 8 book or a 7 book, then my guesses will be wrong. Okay, difference between the size of the two tables is dash books. See, it can be said like that. See, the size of the table 1 is 6 books. Okay, and the size of the table 2 is 8 books. So sometimes it happens that both of the tables are not similar, both of the tables are big and small. Okay, so while placing the books over there, we can come to know that the size of the books of the table used in that it's a less or a more. So the difference between the size of the two table is dash book. So whether we can whatever the more books we are using, that we can say that the 2 books is large, 3 books is large. Okay, in that way we can say. Number 3, how many maths magic books can be covered with one sheet of newspaper? See what they are telling, that with the one sheet of newspaper, how many maths magic books can be covered? So that you have to do it by yourself. You have to cover the textbook with the newspaper. One sheet, okay. In one sheet, how many books can be covered? It can be a 2, okay. So you can write it over there as a 2. Number 2, try covering your maths magic book with a half a sheet of newspaper. See, first they have told us to cover it with a full sheet, okay, and now they are telling us to cover it with the half of the sheet. So when you cover the book with the half of the newspaper, then might be it cover only one book, right? And the C, can you cover your book with a smaller sheet? See, if the book is big, then we need a sufficient paper to cover that, okay. So if the small book is there, then we can cover it with a small sheet. But the book is big in a large size, then we have to take the paper in a large size, okay. So these all 3 questions that depend on the situation, okay, whether the book is big or a small. They are talking about the maths magic book, right? That means it's a big in a size. So you can cover 2 books in this, and a half sheet we can cover one book. And can you cover a book with a similar smaller sheet? This one is not possible. It's a big in a size, so we cannot cover it with a smaller sheet. Okay, students. Now the remaining things, or the page number 159, that we will continue in our next session. Okay, so today we'll stop it over here, and that's all for the day, students. Have a wonderful day.